There are some gorgeous fall fashion trends around at the moment, and there are a couple that are really quirky too. And even though they're quirky, I definitely think they're worth trying. So in today's episode, I'm sharing some of the quirkiest fall fashion trends that I think are worth giving a go. Hi, I'm Leonie and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing some of what I believe to be fall's quirkiest fashion trends. Now, they're not quirky in a weird way, they're just quirky in a sort of an interesting way. And for that reason, I think that they're definitely worth trying. And I'm sure some of you will actually already own some of these pieces. You may not have worn them for a while, but they are worth bringing to the fore and incorporating into some of your fall fashion outfits. So if you'd like to see what I think are some of the cool and quirky trends for fall, then just keep watching. Now this first one is actually an interesting one because it's the trend for wearing one single statement earring. So essentially you wear one earring and perhaps in the other ear you might just wear a little tiny stud or nothing at all. Now I remember years ago when I was editing a fashion magazine here in New Zealand, a designer sent me one long drop earring, and I remember sort of looking in the bag thinking, where's the other one? Has it fallen out? Have they forgotten to include it? But that was the beginning of this trend a number of years ago. So it's kind of interesting to see that, as we know, all trends are cyclical, and this one has come back to the fore. And it's one that I just think it's quirky, it's fun, it's interesting. It's something that we can all easily incorporate into our looks because it's really simple, obviously, but I just think it is a quirky, fun trend, and that is why this trend for one drop, slightly, you would probably call it a statement earring, but it's nothing kind of crazy, but a one earring that kind of makes a little bit of an impact, and either wearing nothing or just a tiny little stud in the other is trend number one, and I'm very here for it. But I'd love to know what you guys think. Do you think that this is something that you would incorporate into your new season looks or not? Now this next trend is a little bit of an interesting one. I personally love it, but I know when I've talked about these particular pieces in videos gone by, it seems to be quite a polarizing trend. You either love it or you don't. And that is the trend for bum bags, fanny packs, whatever you call them. Now they are definitely back. Oh, belt bags. Now belt bags is the other name for them. And I think a belt bag is almost a little bit different to a fanny pack because it's essentially an actual belt with a little tiny purse / bag attached. But I have seen the return of these and I think that they're fantastic. I think that a really lovely belt bag or fanny pack is a great way to give shapeless pieces, whether it's a dress or a top, just to give them a little bit more shape, but it's adding something practical and just an element of interest to the outfit. And yeah, I also think that a number of them are quite versatile. So you can obviously wear it around your waist as a sort of traditional fanny pack. We call them bum bags here in New Zealand. But you can also wear them as a crossbody bag, which is practical and also gives an outfit a little bit of shape. And I have seen some of them that are actually, you can turn them into shoulder bags as well. So I love this look for all of those reasons, and I definitely think it's a cute little addition, and it's not an expensive addition to your wardrobe. Now this next trend is not quirky as such, but I suppose it's just quirky because it's the time of year that it's being worn, and that is maxi dresses, and in particular long sleeve maxi dresses. Now I recently saw the lovely Karen Britchick wearing one of her Amazon drop maxi dresses. It was a shirt style dress. I'm sure you guys have seen it. Have you seen it? Did you actually end up getting to purchase any of her pieces? I tried really hard. I ended up getting one shirt, which I'm super excited for that to arrive. I'm sure it's going to take forever to get down here to New Zealand. But she was wearing that beautiful green printed shirt style dress, worn open over gorgeous little denim cut off shorts. She was wearing it over her cargo pants. So I have included these maxi dresses, these long sleeve maxi dresses, into this kind of quirky lineup just because a maxi dress isn't something that we would typically associate with fall winter, but they're super versatile and they're perfect for a trans-seasonal time of year when the weather's kind of really changeable, because you can make them work by just adding a warmer layer over the top or wearing a fine longer layer underneath, and as I said, wearing them on their own or wearing them worn over pants. So these beautiful maxi dresses are quirky for fall winter, and I think that they just break things up, and dresses are just my go-to these days. They are an outfit in one, they are super easy to wear, and not to mention really practical. So it's all about, I suppose this one is more changing up your thinking and including long sleeve maxi dresses in your fall winter lineup. Now, APRE ski Fair Isle knits seem to be making a real return this season too, and I love that sort of return to almost cottage craft, nana knitwear almost, but it's kind of got a little bit of a fashion edge because it's that Fair Isle, which is just a little bit sort of extra sophisticated. So I do think that this is a really quirky trend, but again, it's practical. It's just a really simple way to add a little bit of interest to a classic knitwear piece. And as you know, some of these knitwear pieces are super handy, and a Fair Isle knit will be timeless as well. So if you're looking at investing in some new knitwear for the season, I would recommend purchasing a Fair Isle knit, because you know that you're going to get that cost per wear, and you know that it's not going to be just a one season wonder. Now the next trend is for a return to long pendants. Now I particularly love long pendants because I love wearing accessories and necklaces, but I do tend to get a little bit lazy when it comes to changing them out and wearing the necklaces that I actually own. But pendants are great because you actually just slip them over your head. You don't have to go looking to try and unclasp them, especially like me, if your eyesight's getting a little bit dodgy. There's no fiddling around. They're just simple on and off, and they also make a lovely statement. They elongate your body because they draw the eye down your body. You do have to be careful with pendants if you have a fuller bust. You can still wear them, but I would advise that the length is just shortened a bit, because what you don't want happening is them sort of coming together in the middle of your bust. But otherwise, pendants are here. They are a cute little accessory that is easy to add to an everyday outfit. Now the next trend I'm calling conversation coats, because basically there are so many statement coats out there which I think create conversation, and they are just made to be noticed. Now there's a lot of animal print coats, beautiful bright colors, textures. There's some really interesting statement coats, and I do think if you don't go too crazy with them, you can invest in a coat that's actually going to be something special that you wear for many seasons to come. But these conversation coats are here because so many of them are super quirky and really fun, and it doesn't actually even matter what you're wearing underneath, because pop that coat on and you look stylish and ready to go. So these conversation / statement coats are definitely worth having a look at. I'm sure you've already seen a lot of this trend out there, but it is for bold, bright, saturated colors. I think it's fantastic. I think it's definitely a great move for fall winter. It's a time of year where the weather can be really bleak, but our clothes don't have to be. So these beautiful, bright, deep, saturated colors are definitely going to keep you warm, but they're also going to make you feel, I think, a whole lot happier too. So if you're scared of color, maybe now is the time to sort of dip your toe in the trend. Over the years, or the last few years, I've been wearing more and more color. I'm not today, but I have been incorporating more reds and blues and beautiful bright colors into my lineup. And I've got to say, they definitely do uplift my mood. So if you want to keep smiling over the colder months, then definitely think about some of these beautiful, bold brights. Anyway, that's it from me today. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, I'd love you to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more, and I'll see you real soon. Bye for now.